Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, my welcome's not welcoming like they normally. Your boy's tired. Literally just got off the plane, rushed home to do this episode. I was in Atlanta for a couple days, just hanging out and seeing the sights, and got some insightful stuff going on. So it's having me look at stuff a little differently and focusing on some stuff that I may want to do in the future. Um, Remember, if you like everything that we got going on, go to HD Nation on YouTube, and you can see this and Beyond Pixels, um, and including my mentorship and my videography classes and all that stuff. I get into all that later. This young man I've known for a couple of years through the podcast circuit. He never had me on his, you know what I mean? And he complained that I never had him on mine. But guess what happened? He's on mine now. Still never been on his though. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
What up? What up? What up?
How you doing?
Hey, don't put me on the spot like that, man. Man, listen. And it's crazy that you said you just left Atlanta because I'm going to Atlanta next week.
Oh, word? Yeah, nah. I was out there. Crazy enough, it's gonna sound crazy. Bumped into Jazzy Faye at a restaurant. I was just there. He was there. Like it was.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's Atlanta's different, but I live in what they were considered the second coming of Atlanta. I'm in Houston, so they consider that like the second, Atlanta. No, it was straight, man. I hung out with some people, caught up with some folks that I haven't seen in a couple of years, and and just hung out. I did some day drinking. Once you reach a certain age, that day drinking stuff, you ain't supposed to do it like that. You know what I mean? I could definitely say in 24 hours I had more rum than I had water. So yeah,
oh shit. I know your liver was fucked up.
Yeah, it's well, actually rum. Because I'm accustomed to it. I could function on it and keep it moving. So it's not too tough. But how are you doing though?
Man, the grind is the grind, and we just gonna keep working.
No, I see that you're trying to do more live shows. What sparked that?
I've been on the internet for too long. And what happens with that is you feel stagnant. You feel like, listen, y'all can control the internet, y'all control the algorithms and all this stuff. In person, y'all can't really control that. So my plan is to get out here and touch the people. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, like I said, they control everything that you can do on the internet and your reach and how far they want you to go. And it's just like in person, it's a little different, And plus I feel like I must see TV. So you got to come see me in person. And
have y'all already did some live shows, right?
Yeah. The next one coming up will be the third one this year.
So how was the first and the second live show? Like, how was it different from doing the virtual podcast?
The first one and the second one, you know what? If I had it my way, I would do all of my shits virtual if I had the virtual audio. Like, it has taught me to go ahead on and invest in my own sound system because I've trusted two different venues, sound systems, and neither one of them worked the way. So for the people that were trying to like watch it, they couldn't really watch it because the audio was trash. The people that were there had a good time. But, again, the one thing that I wanted to do, I still wanted to be out here with the people, but I didn't want to neglect, you know what I'm saying, the internet hold.
Yeah.
So, the experience was dope, though. I mean, like, to actually see people out here spending their money I don't care if the ticket was $5. You spend $5, $20, whatever you spent to come see me, that makes me feel good. I don't care if it was 5 people. 5 people took their time to come spend their money on me when they could be doing. And the way the world is, you know what I'm saying? So
No
that
facts.
just motivate me to be like, you know what? You own to something. Keep going, you know? So the first show, the first show, we got caught in Chicago and it started snowing during the show. The second show was in Minnesota and it was a blizzard that happened the day of the show. So I had already had people fly out of town to come be panelists and things like that. So I couldn't cancel because these people, we still had we had a show in the blizzard and people still came out. We had a lot of black excellence. We had some black vendors, black caterers, black panelists. I just, like I said, my thing has always been to give back. So as I'm pulling myself up, I'm still pulling up and comers and people like that, you know what I'm saying? If you want to be something, you got to always remember, you know, people don't give chances the way nobody really gave me a chance when I came in the game. So I told myself, man, we ain't never finna be like them. We gonna help out. So that's what it is, man. Podcasting is everything for me. And so life is like, man, just get out here and do it. You know, that's the scary part about life. You just don't know what's gonna happen, but you really don't know what's gonna happen if you don't get out there and find out.
No, big facts. So what was some of the I would say comments or criticism or critique that people gave you from the first two shows?
Well, see, the only thing that because I'm a natural talker, like I can talk my ass off, but I think the only thing that really, like I said, that I heard was the audio. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that really stuck out to me is I'm my biggest critic. So if I'm not happy, it's just things that I gotta improve on and things that I'm a keep pushing to be better at.
Right. No, that's trust me, we all are our own biggest critics, and we will. Someone else will say something's fire, and we'd be like, "Nah, but it didn't hit the way I wanted it to hit." Da, da, da. You know, so
you love that type of love, man. You do, but in your mind, it's like, and I'm sure even with you done shot some movies or something and been like, you know what, that's not even my best work. I could have did better. I could have did that scene a lot better. That could have been and that's how I was feeling. Even during the show, I'm like, yo, I could have did this a lot better. And I'm big on watching my own work, critiquing myself, and just picking out little things that I could have did differently, because that's what I did with the first show. The first show, I was like, you know what? There was a bunch of things we could have did. The second show, I'm the same way. So for this next show, I know how I'm going to do it, and I'm going to actually make sure I do it this time because I'm going to pay attention to it. So sometimes you have to be your biggest critic because you always feel like you can do better. Straight up.
Nah, and we're gonna dive into some other stuff that you got going on and find out who Smash is. You know, I'm not gonna put the big in front of that, but who Smash is, and we're gonna dig into it.
I think I gotta, so Big Smash is actually a euphemism. It means something. Like all the letters mean something. And what it stands for is born in grace, same man and same hood. And what that means is I know my worth. I know where I came from. And no matter where I came from, I'm never going to change because that's what made me who I am. So I always felt like everything that I do, I represent where I'm from, and I represent the family, and I represent my kids. So those three things I always remember no matter where I am or where I go. So that's where it comes from.
Hey, I appreciate it. I'm still not gonna say it, but I appreciate it.
You know, it's whatever, baby. You know, it's whatever, baby. You know,
All right, so we're back. Another wonderful episode, whatever by Hectic. I'm here with Smash. You call yourself reformed.
Yeah,
What exactly did you have to unlearn about being a man?
man, I probably was one of the most low down, cheatiness, smashing every woman that I came across. No discipline at all when it came to women ass men that probably walked the face of this earth. Like, it didn't matter. It didn't matter if I was in a relationship, if I was single, if I was married, if I it just didn't matter. I didn't have no regard for, you know, I thought I thought with the little me instead of
Yeah,
my brain. So I had to unlearn all of that. After I got divorced, man, I had to unlearn all of that stuff because it hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like it hurt to see like something that I sort of kind of wanted to work, but it didn't. I didn't do enough to make it work. So, man, I went into complete isolation after that. Like I cut off everything. Like no relationships, no sex, no nothing. Like I went cold turkey for like 6 months, and I found me. So when I say I'm reformed, that's what it is because it took me getting hurt after doing all the hurting and all the bullshit I was on. I was on some bullshit. I ain't gonna lie. And it was always their fault, And so always. So I had to learn some accountability, man. And it drained the hell out of me. But I think once I cleared my mind, it was like, yeah, I'm still, I still want to get out here and live life and have fun, but now I'm more balanced with it now. Like, certain access to me is not what it was. You don't have certain access if you on bullshit. If I feel like you ain't
yeah,
trying to grow, and feel like you ain't trying to level up and do something with your life, I can't be around you. And that's my homies, that's family, that's friends, that's women, that's whoever. Cause old me, I'd have been with everything under the sun. I'd have been with all of it. New me is like, nah, we ain't doing that.
you
New
think
me
it
ain't
comes
getting played.
with maturity, or did it
I
come
do.
with? Okay.
Yeah, it definitely came with maturity because, okay, so for me, I started having my kids kept seeing these different women come in and out their life, and my ex-wife was for me like that was like the end of the straw for me. Like, when they can see things and sense things and they talk about things and they don't like how certain things play out around them, it's like, all right. So now that made me change because they matter. So that helped me really
Mhm.
change my ways. And it's like I said, the access to me ain't as easy because you got to jump through hoops to get that type of closeness to me again. Because anybody that I'm around now, it has to be intentional. Like we have to have something going. I'm not in the mood. I'm 39, bro. So the whole just the humping, just to be humping, it ain't my thing. Unless I'm getting paid for it, then hey, I'm all for it. But now it's like, yeah, I don't really want to be doing all that now. So yeah, I think I definitely had to mature. I had to, and it had to be self-learned. See, a lot of times people try to mature for the wrong reasons. A
Mhm.
lot of people they try to change they act once they feel like a woman is fed up, or once they feel like a dude is fed up, then they want to change. Nah, I just wanted to change my act because I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? It had nothing to do with nobody else. And I think I'm just still learning. I'm still learning as a person, and I love it.
Have you have you apologized to your ex-wife?
No, nope.
Would you?
Because I think when you've heard sorry so many times, another sorry is just
Mm.
gonna feel like just another sorry,
Mhm.
and the way we ended, we ended terribly, you know. I just let sleeping dogs lie. Here's the thing, right?
Mhm.
I had a chance to save that marriage. You know, we sat down and we had a conversation, and it was either we're going to figure this out or we're just going to leave this alone, divorce, and go on about our life. And as I was getting ready to make that decision, a little situation that I was dealing with because me and my wife, we were separated quite a few times. So a little
Mhm.
situation that I was dealing with comes out the blue, and she told me when she first got pregnant, she said, "Well, I'm pregnant. It's not yours, but I just wanted to let you know." I was like, "Okay, cool, no problem." Fast forward to May of 24,
Mhm.
comes back and says, "Well, he had a DNA test and she's not his, so she gotta be yours." I said, "No, no, no, no. This is not the right time to put that on me. This is not the right time. I'm trying to make a decision. I
Yeah.
can't, you can't put this on me right now." And so I took a DNA test. She was mine. So at this point, I contemplated about 2 weeks, and I was just like, you know what? I can't put her through this. It's no
So you
sense in
walked
you.
away.
So I walked away, and I didn't even tell her. It didn't even matter. She didn't even want to know why I walked away or why I was walking away. It didn't even matter. You know what I'm
Does
saying?
she
So
know
she
about
never,
the baby?
nope. And if she does, she ain't said nothing to me about it. We haven't spoken. So I got divorced in, I signed the divorce papers in June. And then by July, they mailed the shit back and said that it was official, it was done, and that was the
Y'all
last
didn't even
time.
go to court.
No, no, nope,
Oh shit, y'all! That's probably one of
nope.
the cleanest breaks ever. Then
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, so basically, you know, everything that I came with, I came with. Everything she came with, she came with. She moved out. We still had another 6 months on the lease. She moved
Mhm.
out. I took care of the whole lease, everything. There was a car that I brought in my name. She took care of that, you know, and that was pretty much shit, the end of it. Like it wasn't an
Damn.
argument, it wasn't a fight. But again, like I said, I couldn't put her through that. So I'm like, yeah. And I think that's another reason why I'm in the space that I'm in, because I started over on kids. You know, my oldest before her was 6. So I was pushing, I was pushing my way out the kid game. My oldest is 18 in college. So I was
Yeah.
pushing myself out the kid game. And as a man with 8 kids, you know, it
Wait,
was
what?
just like,
Wait, no, 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 no. You can't.
yeah.
You can't go past that speed bump like that. Wait, what?
Yeah, man. I got 8. And then well, actually it's 9, because I take care of another little girl like she my own, love her to death.
Okay.
Been there with her
Okay.
since the day she came in this world. So um just having 9 kids that you're responsible, or you helping being responsible for, is crazy. I got 9 kids, 6 baby mamas. Um I told you I
Trying to
was
pull
out
out
here.
of a parking spot, huh?
Hey, listen. And you know, the crazy thing is I have 3 children by one person, and all them kids in that situation, they all makeup babies. And I love my kids to death, but they're makeup babies. Is one for the road, one more time. We gonna try to get this right, and we gonna leave this alone. And boom, here comes a kid. So here we go, saying that was the last time, and then now here we go again, trying to work it out until we until we ain't trying to work it out. So I got, I don't went through it all, man. I got 2 kids that are a month apart. Um,
Two different women.
2 different women. I was out here bogus. But see, it wasn't my fault per se. I'm gonna explain that. You know, that's the
Okay.
name. That's the
Oh,
name of my show. I'll explain all this later. So
yeah.
I was with one of them. She cheated on me. I cheated on her. We cheated on each other, and we decided to stop talking. The other one came around. Now, I've known her for a very long time. She came around. We started messing around. The first one comes back, like, you know what? I want to work this out. By that time, I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm playing it off like I ain't got nobody else, but I do. I'm at my mom's house talking to one of the girls on the phone, the other girl on the phone. My sister overhears me having a conversation because the other girl had just told me that she was having a baby. She was pregnant. My sister is eavesdropping. My sister goes back and tells the first girl, you know he got a baby on the way, right? While you over here all hugged up on him,
No,
you know he got a baby on the way, right?
that's grimy.
So,
Your sister's
so
supposed to keep it on lock.
my sister didn't know no better. And so she got mad. She left. She stopped talking to me. She wasn't answering the calls when I popped up to the crib. They wasn't answering the door for me. None of this shit. So Facebook is how I actually found out that I was finna be a father twice a month apart, because on Facebook, she got on Facebook and wrote, yes, I am pregnant. No, I'm not keeping it. And tell that nigga not to call me. And this is when Facebook,
Yo.
this is when Facebook, you know, they just had close friends. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, you know, Facebook was a school thing. Like you had your little school friends and shit like that. When Facebook first started, this was 07.
Yeah.
And so when I found out about that, because my line was blowing up, I was like, damn. So I ended up having both kids. Neither one of them wanted the kid at their house. So I had to play it off. I'm at work in the morning, but I'm really at her house. I'm at work at night, but I'm really at her house. So I'm over here playing house,
You
man.
had two different families.
Two different families, dog. And it was crazy because I got caught. I'm going to tell you how I got caught. So I used to have my first baby mama, my second baby mama. I used to have her drop me off 2 blocks down from the third baby mama house, right? And I just cut on through the alley and, you know, act like I
Hold
just
up.
got off the bus stop.
Wait a minute. Now, I feel like I'm not even going to get through these questions that I have for you, because this shit right here is just, and I'm a toxic motherfucker. I never thought I would ever meet someone more toxic than me ever in life. And I think I met him. You had the second baby mama take you to the third baby mama's house to
And neither one of
cram.
them knew where I was going. Just dropped me off. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I hug her, let her drive off, and then I gone on about my way. So one day, I'm on the plan as usual. Drop me off.
Yeah.
The second baby mama, the third baby mama pulls up on the side. We at the stoplight. We both at the light. She pulls up at the side. She sees me in the car with her, and she like, oh, this the type of time you think we on today. She's like, all right, well, you know, your son is at the house. I'll be there. She didn't show up for like 2 days. She didn't show up for like 2 days. So that's not even the craziest thing that happened, bro. Like, I think it was like my 25th, 26th birthday party, something like that. It was one of them birthdays.
How many kids deep are you in at this time?
I'm still at the 3 this time, but both of these women are pregnant at the same time. So I threw a party.
Again?
No, this before the babies. So
Gotcha.
I threw a birthday party. One of them paid for the venue. One of them cooked all the food, right? So I couldn't tell neither one of them. I don't know what the fuck, what type of player smooth operator I thought I was on. So I couldn't tell.
They say all the pimps came out of Minnesota. You know what I mean? So like,
man, listen. So I couldn't tell neither one of them that they couldn't come because they both contributed to the party. So I can't tell neither one of them, nah, you can't come because you done did something.
Yeah.
So my plan was simple. All right, I'm gonna have this party. Y'all both know y'all gonna be there. I ain't gonna say shit to neither one of y'all because I'm still dealing with both of y'all, but I can't make it seem like I'm dealing with both of y'all because at the time it just wasn't gonna work. So I'm thinking my mama is in the building, right? So I'm thinking ain't shit finna go down. My mom's here. Everything good. My homie shows up with one of the chicks that I was dealing with off his side. He shows up. Other women that I've either slept with, was sleeping with, or planned to sleep with also came to this gathering, right? So I'm like, I'm fucked. Like, so my second baby mama, she peeped game. She seen all the chicks because these are the chicks that she done went through my phone and cursed out.
And caught. Yeah.
Yeah. So she like, why the fuck is all these women that you done dealt with popping up? And why you ain't really saying shit to me in this party? She tried to cut me in my own party, bro.
Yo. Pregnant
at all. She tried to cut me, bro. Like it was crazy. So I originally planned on going home with the third baby mama, but the second baby mama tried to cut me. So here I am. All right, man, party over. I'm going home with you. We gonna try to figure this shit out. Yeah, it just and so and get this. They ended up being the best of friends.
So you couldn't really
all that
if you
shit was
played
said
it.
And done.
So if you really had played it really smooth, like you could have probably had a poly situation on the low,
Here's
but
the
you
thing.
weren't honest enough.
I was probably the worst nigga in their lives. So they switched teams. Both of them.
Gay now.
Both of them. Both of them. Married and living life. And I'm cool with both of their wives. I fuck with them 110%. And I think it's.
Hold up, did they say you are the cause of us going over here?
I believe, yeah. Yep. They made it perfectly clear. Because in my mind, I used to tell myself, damn, I'm that good that y'all know that y'all can't never deal with another nigga because they ain't me. But in their mind, they like, no, I don't want to deal with another nigga because of you. Like, I was a toxic ass nigga, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I was really toxic. I would have, okay, so I told you, right, how I got three kids that was by one of them.
Yeah.
And it got so crazy that because I paid all the bills and I was paying all the bills and all the rent and shit, it'd be like, all right, listen, man, I'm finna have company. You know what I'm saying? You could join in or you can go ahead on and run to the store, do whatever you want to go do. But I'm finna have company.
In?
Huh?
What do you mean join in?
Oh, see, I liked women who liked women. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't just turn straight to women, like, you know what I'm saying? But there was times where it'd be like, you can either come join in or whatever the case may be, but I'm finna have company. You know what I'm saying? That's how it went because at that time I was paying all the bills. The kids were straight. Everything was good. So it was like, you can't really argue with me because this is my house. You know what I'm saying? So, and then even then, because most motherfuckers be like, yo, you got a woman who love you that much that she don't give a fuck about your activities. I think it was just the way that I treated her, though. You know what I'm saying? I was a dog. Okay. And when you disrespect people, it's cool to, have your own way of doing things. But when you disrespecting them,
Yeah.
And I wasn't disrespecting, like hitting them or nothing like that, but it was just the way that I was just
You were
carrying. Like I
moving
didn't give
grimy. You moving grimy.
yeah, I didn't give a fuck if you stayed, if you left. I didn't give a fuck about none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have, I'm gonna do whatever, however, whenever, whatever, whatever. I didn't care. And so
Mm.
it got to the point where people get fed up with that shit and they like, all right, man, yeah, I'm done with this shit. And
Trust me,
so
trust me. I know. I used to, man. Not to cut you off to show who was more toxic, but I would leave on a Friday, and I ain't coming home till Sunday.
catch me in the wind. I ain't answering no phones. If it ain't shit going on with the kids, leave me the fuck alone. Don't ask me where I was at. I don't got no time for none of that shit. Nope.
Nah, fact.
Niggas was out here lying. I wasn't lying. Hey, listen, I'm gone. I catch you when I get back.
Don't
And
let
this
it be a 4-day weekend, because I was in the military at that time. Bro, I'll be gone from Thursday to Monday.
I'm trying to tell you, man, listen, what? And at that time, I was dealing with a lot of females that lived in the colleges and shit. So don't let it be a weekend where I'm traveling where they like, yeah, come out here and see us. And the college, come on to college? Oh, yeah, I'll see you Monday. Don't trip. And so
Damn.
but you know what? I had to stop doing those. And a lot of people might think I'm bogus for what I'm about to say. So I remember going on a college trip, right, to see a young lady. She had her own apartment. She didn't stay on the college, but she went to the college. And so I go out there and I see her, and she made it seem like, oh, we're going to get it in. We're going to have all this good shit, right? I travel like 2 hours. So when I get there, she like, oh, before you get here, my baby need diapers. Can you grab them? Blah, blah, blah. I'm finna get some buns. Here, what's $20 on some diapers? I got you.
Yeah.
So the whole weekend, Saturday, no buns. Sunday, no buns. I stayed there extra day because of the kid, man. I think it was because of the kid, but I don't know. But
so she played you pretty much.
She played me. She made, and some dude, he kept calling, blowing the line up. She kept leaving for hours to go in the bathroom and talk to him and all this shit. And I ain't getting no buns. I ain't sitting here doing this shit. So we got into it. We fell out. And I'm like, all right. She like, well, you know what? You could just, because I was supposed to stay there for a week. And she's like, well, you know what? You could just go ahead on, get out of my house. You can go ahead on and go. I said, oh, yeah? I'm going to need all them diapers back. I'm not finna hold
you. You repo diapers?
I'm going to need all them diapers back. And then the little kid was walking around with the diaper. I'm saying, I'm going to need that one back too. That one. He got on. I need that one back too. And she like, oh, that's what the fuck you want? Yes, that's what the fuck I'm on. And she took the diaper off and she threw it in the garbage can. Now, about 7-8 years later, I ran into her at the mall with the kid, bro.
Yeah.
And all I could do was walk up to the kid and apologize. He didn't know what the fuck was going on, but she knew. I said I was wrong. I ain't telling why I was wrong. I just said, hey, listen. You don't know me, but I was wrong. All right. I did something to you when you was a baby that I shouldn't have did, all because of your mama's actions. So I apologize. And that made me stop doing the college trips. I'm not traveling because at them times I was traveling. Iowa, Milwaukee, fucking everywhere in the Midwest I can get to, I was going. You know what I'm saying? So but it was just certain lessons that I was taking, and I realized how bogus and grimy I really moved, because that baby ain't do shit to me. But it was the principle.
He's like, I'm about to run a play. Take all them shits off. Take it.
Yeah. Like, you ain't finna get me out here and then tell me I need to get out your house. All right, cool.
That I asked you one question. One question. I didn't really, bro. Damn, we're gonna take a commercial because we need a commercial after all this toxicity. Because damn,
Are you the smartest dummy or the most dense genius in your friend group? Yeah, us too. That's why you'll fit right in with the Enlightened Idiot podcast, live every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. We're talking bold takes on sex, mental health, current events, and all the stuff you forget you care about until somebody says it out loud. So slide through, kick back, and get your dose of real talk and reckless wisdom. Stay enlightened.
all right. So those are my peoples. I have not. I will admit I have not been on for the past couple of weeks between traveling and just doing some other shit. But go check my folks out every Saturday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, I'll be on this Saturday though. But yeah, the past couple of weeks I've been doing other things. But yeah, y'all go check them out for real, for real. So Smash, I'm really scared to ask another question for real. Um, why do you think so many men today feel lost or directionless?
It's gonna be a bunch of things. Speaking
Okay.
for me, like I said, that I was lost. I didn't, and I think a lot of times I didn't want to be found because I had the support and the people around me to do better. But I think when you're stubborn, you set in your ways, your environment, the way that you came up, the people that you've been around, the way the world has done you, the way you've done the world, you get to the point where shit, I just do things the way I want to do things. And I went my whole life like that. Like
Mhm.
I was lost. I didn't have no guidance that I wanted. You know what I'm saying? My pops, he was around, but he wasn't around.
Okay.
So a lot of things that I learned in life, tie my own shoes and uh tying a tie and
Mhm.
shit like that, lining myself up and things like that. I learned all that stuff on my own. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I could have opened my mouth and been like, yo, can you teach me this? Can you show me this? Blah, blah,
But
blah.
why
But
do you need to
I,
teach your dad? Yeah, why do you need? He knows what you need.
yeah, pride. But see, the thing with my dad was, and I think that's why I developed some of this stuff. My dad was from down south. They don't know nothing about love and showing love. Everything with them was work, hard work, grinding, get out there, don't show no mercy. You don't show no weakness, don't have no feelings. Get out there and do it. Don't make no excuses. So that's how I came up. You know what I'm saying? I didn't come up with the Huxtables or stuff like that. Like everything that I get, I think that's why, like I said, when you raised a certain way, it rubs off on you. Maybe not everything, but a good majority of it. So when you out here, we could say we lost at 17, 18 years old when I was out here hanging with the crew, robbing and fighting and breaking in the stores and shit like that. Like you could say, man, I was lost. You probably was because you knew better. You knew the consequences of this shit. You get caught, you're going to jail. You knew the consequences, but a lot of times we don't be caring. We don't be caring. So that turns into a generation of I don't care. What happens to me, and a lot of people get that. I felt like that a lot of years. Like, y'all don't be caring, bro. Whatever happens,
So
happens.
is that why you went through the women the way you did? You
Yep,
just
yep, absolutely. Because I felt like, all right, if I blow it with you, I can get somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And that was my mind frame, like with every relationship. Like, yo, I don't need this. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
As long as I'm taking care of me and I'm putting in the work that I'm putting with these women, man, I don't need this. And you can have an attitude, you can go. And part of that too was the fact that I dealt with women who I felt needed me. You know what I'm saying? Like, where you gonna go? What you gonna do? Where you gonna find another me at type shit? So if you needed me, I felt like I had you. That was my type. I wanted you to need me. I didn't care if you wanted me or not. I wanted you to need me. And then when you find someone who actually does need you, it's a shock. Want you. It's a shock to your system because it's like, damn. So when I got married and she had her own house, her own car, her own money, oh, it was a shock to my system because
you don't need me.
You came in this shit with your shit, you walked out your shit with your shit. So it was like, yeah, this is different. This opened up my eyes with a lot of things. But we get lost, we get stubborn. And instead of asking for help, we rather feel like we're strong enough to do it ourselves. We don't need no help. We don't need nobody. I got this. That used to be my favorite line, bro. I got this. Even when I don't, even still to this day, when I'm falling flat on my face, I still feel like I got this. You know what I'm saying? It took me a lot of pride and a lot of ego to be swallowed for me to sit here and say, you know what, man, I'm fucked up. Help me out. I need your help. You know what I'm saying? Because let me tell you, and why I was like that for me. Because when you people help you and they see that the type of influence and the impact they had on helping you, you'll never live it down. Every time you turn around, hey man,
hey, you remember what I did?
It wasn't for me. I did that. You remember that? They take that as a way to throw it back in your face. So it was like, yeah, I don't want you to throw it in my face. And I used to have to tell people, like, listen, if it was genuine, like you really,
you ain't never gonna bring it back up.
We ain't gotta even mention it. I know what you did for me. We ain't even gotta mention it. So once, you know, and the strongest lesson that I got out of that was from my older brother. Shout out to my brother. He told me one day, me and him got into it. He said, man, I've been housing you for the last 6 years. Without me, you would not have a place to live. You paying me true enough, but don't ever get it twisted. Like, without me, you wouldn't have had a place to live. And you know what? At that time, I had 5 kids at that time. And when he said that to me, I was like, okay, cool. And I needed that motivation. That was a wake-up call. I left Chicago a few months after that. And when I left Chicago, I'm going to tell you how fucked up I was. I didn't know nothing about 401ks. I didn't have a bank account. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? At that time, I was selling DVDs and CDs, and I was making a killing off that shit. Like, I paid my bills and took care of my kids for 7 years. I didn't work a 9 to 5. Them CDs and DVDs was my 9 to 5. And I turned that into, you know, the grind. That was my grind. So when I left, I came out to Minnesota, got a job, got a career, got my first apartment in my name, like actually my name on a lease, knew what a bank account was, knew what a 401k was, knew what a savings account was, all this stuff that I didn't know nothing about. It took me getting out here on my own. No family, none of that. You know what I'm saying? I had to leave my girl and all them back in Chicago. And the crazy thing about that was I felt like, yo, if I don't get the fuck out of this city, somebody gonna kill me. That's how I felt, because I was going to funerals damn near every month was somebody else was leaving, bro. Or I was going to visit somebody before they went off to the penitentiary. And it was just like, yo, I got 5 kids at this point. Like, this ain't the life that I want to live. So hell yeah, I think sometimes you gotta be lost. You gotta be directionless for a moment, because once your back is against the wall, the only way to go is up. Like, you already seen the bottom. You can't go no lower than the bottom. You can't go no lower than where you at right now. So sometimes you gotta sit in that fire by yourself for a change and realize, because as much as I hate to agree with him, he was right when he said that. Like, if something happened to him now,
you ain't no man. I'm taking care of you.
Yeah. All these kids you got, I'm taking care of y'all. And he wasn't saying it in a malicious way. He wasn't saying it in a hateful way.
Yeah. You need to tighten up. It was crazy that you bring this up, because I literally just had a conversation with a homegirl over, when I was in Atlanta, and we were talking about, I was telling her my journey. Yeah. I was telling her how at one point it does blow people's mind. I was fucked up. I was at the lowest of the low. I ain't have a pot to piss in and want to throw it out of. I ain't have a car. I ain't have this. I ain't have that. So now that I have those things,
Mm-hmm.
I use, because she was talking about using when she was at her lowest, and that's what she's afraid of, is getting back.
Yeah.
And I told her, don't look at it as fear.
Yep.
Look at it and remember where you came from, so you
Yep.
never go back to that.
Remember that feeling. Remember that feeling
Yeah.
when you scraping up change for Roman noodles and shit. You know what I'm saying? Remember that feeling when you got to decide on, all right, man, your kids got to eat. Fuck you eating. Your kids got to eat. Remember when
Yeah.
you got to decide that you can't get out here and buy the new Jordans and shit like that because you got 5 other feet to take care of. So I remember all that shit. And I was like, yo, I ain't never going back to that. If I can help it, I ain't never going back to that.
Ever.
Like, we ain't never struggling. We ain't never, you know what I'm saying? And I remember after I got divorced, that was probably the toughest time of my life because all them bills fell on me. So, man, when you look back and you all the bills and you struggling, but you still finding a way to pull shit through, and you in a funk because you done put every dime you have into this shit, and now you stuck with every bill, every kid. And at that time, 3 of my kids was living with me full time. So it was like, man, we got to do this. We got to do that. We going to grind. And then when your kids looking at you and they seeing like, we not giving up. We still not going without. We still getting everything that we need. Like, that's the type of message that I wanted to give back. Like, no matter what you going through, you still got to fight. You still got to make a way. I can't tell my kids, man, we can't eat today because I ain't got no money for no food. Nah, we gonna figure it out.
Go out there and get it. Yeah.
We gonna listen, we gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the message that I tell anybody who feel lost or don't feel like they love, they got support, man. Keep going, because that's the world. That's the world the world wants. They want to catch you at your lowest and leave you there. You know what I'm saying? The worst thing that they want is a man who knows his value and knows his worth and he knows his potential. And that's the scariest thing in the world. Like, I might get on here and act a plumb damn fool, but I just know that failure ain't an option for me. I refuse. Whether we get along or not, I don't want to see none of my brothers or my sisters out here struggling. If I can help you, I'm going to help you. But the biggest thing that I learned is you got to help yourself. Got to help yourself. I'm not finna kick it. I'm not finna do all the work and you just laying back on with your feet up kicking it. Nah, we out here. We gonna get it together. I'm not gonna go harder for you than you going harder for you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And I was telling people, a lot of my career, I was doing a lot of that. I was setting up the infrastructure. I was putting people on plays. I was putting food in their mouth. I was doing this. I was doing that. And then I had to look at it, because when it comes back full circle, that shit ain't normally reciprocated. They ain't doing the same shit for you. Once they good, they gone.
Yep. Hey, true story. Karma is everything, right? I remember when I was a shorty and I was with some of my homies and they seen this girl and this dude coming through the park. Now, I went to school with them, the girl and the dude. And I knew what type of time my homies was on. All right. And sure enough, they walked up to the dude and like, yo, you got change for a 20? And so dude was like, yeah, I got change for a 20. He pulled out a whole wad of money. I'm over here on the sidelines like, why the fuck would you do this shit? And the second that he pulled the money out, they was on his ass.
Yeah.
They beat him up in front of his girl, dog. Like, they beat him up in front of his girl. That whole time while he getting his ass whooped, he sees me. I did not interfere with this because I know the dude. He ain't done nothing to me, but I also didn't do enough to stop it because I could have gave him a pass and I didn't. He looking up, his girl looking up. Hey, you know us. Help us. Tell him to stop. Tell him we ain't on this. I instantly just got up and went in and sat over on the bench, man. And as I'm watching this ass whooping go on, right, I'm watching it. And I feel bad. So about 3 or 4 minutes. It wasn't even that long of an asshole because they got the money. They just wanted to whoop his ass in front of his girl, take his pride a little bit.
Yeah. Which that's a dangerous thing.
His girl left with my homies.
Wait, what?
She left with my homies.
Nah, you gotta break this down.
She said, fuck him. My man's like, hey, come holler at us. We some real winners over here, blah, blah, blah. She went. So my dumb ass, they finna go run a train on Shorty, in other words.
Yeah.
Right? They
no,
finna
I figured that's what you were saying. So wait. So they beat the brakes off of the dude and then gonna pop
his girl.
Yeah.
Here's where the shit went tricky for me at, right? They finna take her. He like, my man's like, hey, you coming with us? I'm like, nah, man, I'm a walk dude home, bro. Y'all done slammed him and beat his ass and took his money. Y'all done took his girl. I'm a walk dude home, bro. I'm a walk the nigga. I walked some home, right? He stayed on the other side of the park. How do I know? Because this girl that I was dealing with stayed a couple houses down from him.
Yeah.
Needless to say, after this, I ain't dealing with the girl no more because I walked the nigga to the crib. We didn't say nothing. There was nothing we could say to each other.
Nah. What can you say?
But
my bad.
I'm not going to sit here and leave you all bloodied up, bro. We're going to get you to the crib. I get him to the crib. I sit him down. I knock on the door. I take flight because I don't know what his mind state is. He could have told whoever came to the door, these niggas jumped me.
Blam. Yeah.
And shit like that. So I took flight. By the time I made it back to the block, old girl was done. She was putting on her clothes. She was done. This is where being a good Samaritan gets you, because I wanted the buns too, goddammit. But me being a nice guy, being a supportive guy, making sure I ain't even getting no action, bro. And I never seen dude again. I never seen Shorty again. And it was just like, yeah. So sometimes all that nice shit go out the window sometimes. You want to be a good person, but it was like,
I didn't know where this was going with the story. I thought you were going to say, like, at the end, me and dude became really cool. Like, he understood I ain't have no part of this. The chick ended up getting pregnant by one of the homies, but she didn't know who the baby daddy was.
More of the story
was a
is
whole overall fucked up situation.
Stop trying to be nice when you could be out here getting buns, goddammit. Because I promise you, I would have went. I would have hit too, but like I said, by the time I got there, me being the stupid nigga, I'm gonna walk the nigga home.
You thought you were gonna have enough time to get back?
Facts. Them niggas was some quick poppers back in them days, because I promise you it wasn't no more than 25, 30 minutes before I got there. And I'm like, what the fuck?
So how many bodies did she take?
It was about 6 of them. So, you know what I'm saying? 20, 30 minutes. By the time they got there, it's a 10-minute walk.
So you talking about 5 minutes apiece?
Listen, when I got back, she like, oh, I gotta go home, and then I gotta call and check up on him. Huh?
you better not call me. You better not call.
If you my girl and you did that shit to me, baby, it's over. I don't even want to talk about it. Like,
you watched me get my ass beat, and then you went and fucked the dudes that beat my ass? That's crazy.
This is facts. And the crazy thing about it is, like I said, I never seen her again. Like, he stopped going to school. I never seen him in school or nothing again, because I guess, whatever the case was, I never seen him. I never seen her. And I all hoped and prayed, like, Cause she was a thick little thing, and I was just hoping and praying, like, man, I'm gonna run into her. I'm gonna catch. I never caught her by herself. I never seen her. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Hey, you
just
owe
like,
me one. You were gonna hit it with the
I'm
IOU.
trying to, man, listen, like, yeah, cause she kept telling me, I got you next time. So I'm thinking in my mind, my dumb ass ain't thinking about getting no number, getting no address. I ain't thinking about none of that shit. I'm 17. I'm frisky. I'm like, oh yeah, she got me next time. Bad. And then I realized, did any one of y'all get her number? No, we ain't get it. I said, ain't that some shit? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go.
Though. They already got this. They already sampled it.
I don't want to go to the nigga crib and or stalking.
Hey, my God. Hey, buddy. Hey.
I don't want to stalk the nigga crib, like hoping I run into her. She coming out, but I don't even know the status of them no more because I don't even know if he want to fuck with her no more because he saw her leave with them. So
hey, big dog. Hey.
You know how niggas is go scout their girl house and wait and hope to run into them when the girl ain't talking. Or I'm old school to the point where it's like, hey, homie, call this girl for me real quick, man. Find out if she don't want to talk to me no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm from that school. Like, see if she's still mad at me, you know? Because
God.
Back in them days, parents ain't play niggas just being around their crib, so you had to play that shit off. You had to catch her before she went to school, or you know what I'm saying, some shit like that. You call and block, hoping that she the one that answer. All that shit. Hey, listen, shit pissed me off still to this day because it's like, nigga,
hey, school.
Listen,
Hey, I'll let you.
Listen. And it's like I ain't catch her back at the school, so I don't know, I don't know nothing about her. I don't know her address or nothing. My dumb ass just heard was I got you next time. So I don't give a fuck if next time was 10 years later. You told me you got me next time, goddamn it. I'm married now. I don't give no fuck. You told me next time.
Hey, run that back. Come on. Hey, come on. Damn.
Your word is your word.
Yo, that is crazy as fuck.
You told me you got me next time since you couldn't give me that time. But in hindsight, if I had known, I'd have threw a couple dollars at some. Like, hey, next time is right now. Like, now I'm so big on, I don't want to hear that next time.
Let's run it right now. Yeah. We're going to run this right now. All right, well, this is going to be my third and last question to you, and then we're going to wrap this shit up. I'm going to definitely have to have you back on because I got way more questions to ask you that we not get through. All right. Do you think social media is making men softer or just exposing who they really are?
Woo, both.
Okay.
Both. These niggas is soft regardless. But social media turns that shit up a bunch of more levels. You know what I'm saying? Because social media has told them what being hard is. And they've ran with it. They've told you, oh man, carry the gun and getting bodies and doing all this. This is what's hard. That's not hard. That don't make you hard. You walking around with it, bringing a gun to a fist fight is soft as shit.
Yeah, no facts.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Society makes taking care of your kids and being a family man, they make that shit taboo. Like, nah, man, you soft as hell if you out here taking care of your kids and you sticking with one woman and all this, you soft as hell. The standards on social media, people live with that shit. They take that shit to the heart. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but a lot of these dudes ain't tough. A lot of these dudes get on here and puff their chest out and you just look at it like, nigga, you're just dumb. You're not soft. But I also think you are who you are. You know what I'm saying? And what you gonna get a like, a view, a click, especially with Facebook and everybody paying you money to do stupid ass, dumb ass shit. Hektek. How many?
That's my. So you know the big brolic dude that be dancing and shit like that when he eat. I
Him.
loathe that guy. I can't fucking stand him
Him.
because it's like why you have to be such a goofball? Like who are you? Like over money, over clicks, over views? You ready?
His checks
You would
gotta be
sell your
nice.
whole possibly.
Yep. Them Facebook checks be nice because they generate and they know a lot of motherfuckers gonna come see his stupid ass. You know what I'm saying? Just like people that make these stupid ass stories up on Facebook, and I'll be like, come on, man. This shit don't even make sense. Like, why are you coming in? Why are you saying this dumb ass shit? And it be the most stupidest, outlandish ass stories. And I just be like, yo, for real? You got people out here, you got real talent out here, you got real people out here trying to make it, and y'all out here making a mockery of this shit for some Facebook checks. And it be shit like, oh, I can't wait to get off work to suck dick. I'm like, why the fuck do we care? Is it mine that you trying to suck on? Because otherwise, I don't give a fuck. And then you know that shit get like 900 likes. And
because
I be like,
dudes are
yo,
like, oh, you gonna suck mine? You coming over to suck mine? You gonna? Hey, I'm ready. I'm down. Yeah.
And then their next post will be niggas too thirsty, huh?
Facts.
But no, social media
All
is
these
definitely,
motherfuckers in my DMs.
man.
You just said you wanted to suck some dick.
Man, you didn't say who dick. You didn't put a name to it. But you definitely, like, it just be clickbait and attention bait, man. A lot of these dudes be soft anyway, bro. They feel like they the man because they got 10K followers. And they be like, look at Derrick Jackson. Derrick Jackson was the official goofy, and every nigga in America felt like this. And then the nigga got exposed, and it was just like, we knew this shit already, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, we knew he was a fucking goofy. Like, and it be all these relationship gurus and all these motherfuckers out here that don't be living off shit they say. But I just be like, yo, if I had even a little bit of the money that these niggas be out here doing, I would do a lot more with it. Because a lot of these soft, corny ass niggas, they get the most love. And they be saying the most stupidest shit. And the women just be feeding. And that's the demographic that a lot of them be going after. Women. Because women gonna watch that shit. My girl send me reels and shit, and I be like, yo, man, stop sending me this stupid ass shit from these stupid ass motherfuckers, man. Like, come on, man. Do better.
And as a consumer base, women are the ones that are gonna go spend the money or make the dude spend the money.
Yep. Social media.
If women fuck with you, they gonna stay glued to it. Look at Baddies. Baddies on its 15th season?
15 different versions of it. It was like, but it's like Love and Hip Hop. Eventually, that shit is gonna die out. Look at Love and Hip Hop. They had like 7, 8 franchises. Now they got 3, and two of them is ending for good. So after a while, we tired of this shit. Eventually,
because how many more Kirk and Rashida stories do y'all have?
Yeah. And I'll be looking at that shit like,
let him cheat.
And she keep coming back to him. She keep going back to him. It's like eventually you get tired of that shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I know motherfuckers like just be like, yo, do better. So these couples, they be making up fake stories. They get on the internet, they get beefing into it, and then people feed into that shit. And then y'all just done came up on a couple racks because people going back and forth, going to his page, going to her page. Oh, they talking about each other. They on live. They this, they that. And I'm just like, yo, do better.
My homie the other day sent me a reel of this. She's supposed to be some type of influencer, right? She's in a Ferrari, whatever. She was like, yeah, I want to tell all the young ladies, don't let me be the example. I'm supposed to be out here doing better. And I showed my ass, right? As she's telling the story, she's like, yeah, I was in jail for like 3 days. I was like, hold up, 3 days? I was like, and you in a $250,000 car. Bitch, you don't got a lawyer? You don't got bond money? Wait, what?
Hey, listen. A lot of these niggas don't. A lot of these women don't, bro. And it's just like because they care more about the life. It's a lot of these people, man, who got money that don't got life insurance.
Mm,
And then
no
when you
fact.
die, your family got to
It goes
bury
to
you
the
in them
state.
Jordans. Your family got to sell all them Jordans, sell all this to bury you. And it's like, yo, you got to be smart about this shit. One thing about me, I got to have life insurance because these kids
You
gonna
got a lot of
need it.
kids. You
Shit.
got a lot of
So
kids.
that
You
was,
got a lot of them. You got a
man,
lot.
listen, that was the most important thing to me. Like, I want to have life insurance. I want to make sure these kids are straight. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, that time gonna come. I'd rather they be straight than worrying about some Jordans and some bullshit that ain't really gonna have no value once a motherfucker gone. So just gotta do better as a people.
Yeah. No facts. No facts. But we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Smash, I had no idea what this episode was gonna be. I didn't like I said, I thought I was Thanos out here in these streets. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. You made me look like you made me look like Urkel in this bitch. Like
Hey
I don't got
man,
shit on you.
man, the old me.
The
The
old you.
old
Yeah,
me.
correct. The old you. The
I'm a
old you.
changed man. Like for real.
Yeah. But we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Go ahead and tell the people what you got going on and who you are, what
Hey
you
man,
got coming up next.
I'm Big Smash. I am host of the I'll Explain All This Later podcast. And it's just my takes on love and relationships and kids and sex and music and everything else in between, man. We are finishing up my latest season 4. One up, season 4. And every episode, my topics and scenarios are based off different movies for the culture. So the next movie that we're gonna tap into is, I think, John Q. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But listen, you can find me on Instagram at I'll_explain. No, it's big_smash. Damn, it's Smash Explains It All. God damn it, on Instagram with the underscores in between each letter. You can find us on YouTube. I'll Explain All This Later podcast. You can find us on TikTok, same thing. And man, 9 times out of 10, if you ain't acting right, you probably gonna find me and your girl. So respectfully, I'd expect you to get your act together before she calls somebody to handle that. And you don't want that to be me or somebody like me. So get your act together first. All right, y'all.
I don't even know how to. I don't, how's someone supposed to follow up after that? How you gonna give a PSA message to people and be like, "Yo, hey, treat your woman right because there's motherfuckers like me that will have her." Like, how am I supposed to do anything after that? Like, all right. All right. So this was a hell of an episode. Remember, if you like everything that we have going on, go to HD Nation Network on YouTube. Thank all the viewers, all the people that keep subscribing, all that. Y'all have been doing your damn thing on there. Also remember too my mentorship program and my videography classes. Um, go sign up for those because you're going to learn something. You know what I mean? Like it's not going to be the little. I'm not going to pussyfoot around and give you little crumbs and then say, hey, for the real tea, you got to spend $1,000. Like, I'm not gonna do that. I would let you know what's going on so you don't buy the wrong equipment or blow your wad on a equipment that you don't need right now or something like that, right? My next trip's like next month, so I should be fine for a second. I'll be, in the area. So, you know, I like to travel sometimes, and traveling is fun, and going off and doing other things is fun. But with that being said, keep those close that are close to you. Be loyal to those that are loyal to you, and don't do anything that you don't want to do. And with that, we are out of here.